Hey biology students, here's a tutorial video for you. This has to do with our genetics unit, and for this problem we're going to do a dihybrid cross um, for both an X-linked recessive trait, color blindness, and for blood type, which, as you know, for its pattern of inheritance exhibits both codominance and has multiple alleles. So we look here, we've got a prospective mother and father, and they are looking to have a child. And so we're going to be able to predict the genotypes, at least for the two traits we're concerned with here, color blindness and blood type, based on their genotypes. So we see we've got mom as a carrier of color blindness. She has one affected X chromosome, and she has both the dominant allele for A-type blood and the recessive blood type allele. Dad has a normal X chromosome. He has the dominant allele for B-type blood and also the recessive blood type allele. And so the first step in these dihybrid crosses, as you know, is to figure out what gametes are possible to be produced. I'm not going to go through all of them, but as you can see, it's possible for mom to donate her affected X chromosome and her allele for A-type blood. And it's also possible for her to donate her unaffected X chromosome and the A-type allele for blood, as well as these different combinations with the recessive blood type allele. So mom has 4 possible gamete combinations, and dad has the same. So moving down and looking at the actual cross, I set this cross up so that mom's gametes, or prospective gametes, are across the top, and dad's are down the left-hand side. You could do this either way. It wouldn't matter which side. You could have put mom over here on the left and could have put dad up here on top. The cross will wind up coming out the same. And so we look here, we have 16 different possibilities for genotypes, and I'll go over a couple examples. If you look here, it's possible, looking at child number 1, that they could have a girl with normal vision, but who carries the allele for color blindness and has an AB blood type. And if we look down here across the Punnett square of the dihybrid cross at child number 16, it's possible that they have a boy with normal vision who has O-type blood. And so we see a range of different possible characteristics and genotypes in their children. And so that's how we do this cross. I have a couple questions down here having to do with blood type. So question 1 says, could child number 16 receive blood from his mother or father? Why or why not? And if we look, child number 16, it's a boy. That doesn't matter for this problem. But he has type O blood. And as we talked about in class, if you have type O blood, then your body does not recognize either the A or B antigen on red blood cells. So the answer to this question would be no, he cannot receive blood from his mother or father. And the reason is because this child's body would interpret red blood cells with the A or B antigen presented as being foreign, and his body would actually attack them. So that would be a really bad thing. So if this child needed a blood transfusion, he would not be able to get it from mom or dad. And that goes back to our discussion in class of O-type blood being a universal donor, but not being able to accept any blood type except for O. And how about child number 1? Same question as above. Could this child receive blood from mom or dad? And in this case, the answer to both is yes. Type AB blood, we see child 1 as type AB blood. Remember, these alleles are codominant. So in this child's body, her body would recognize both the A antigen presented on blood cells as well as the B antigen. So getting blood from her mother or her father, remember that mom is type A and dad is type B, would be acceptable for her body. So she would be able to accept blood from mom or dad. And that goes back to our discussion in class of people with AB blood being universal acceptors of blood, but only being able to donate to others that have AB blood. And question 2 says, if they were to mate, could the following produce colorblind children? And that doesn't really make any sense because I didn't put anything down here. So anyway, hopefully that the answer to the question number 1 was helpful, and that you understand the cross, and hopefully this helps you study for the test and be able to figure out problems like this. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in class.